today's edition of Art House.
Moremi,
A historical play about a legend is performed in Lagos. To these sculptural pieces revealed at this solo show by a contemporary artist. From our rundown, you can tell we are going to have an exciting time on the show, and I'm glad you're here with us. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Details will be coming your way in a moment. Do stay with us.
An African writer who really wants to interpret the African scene has to write in 3 dimensions at once. There is a private life, the social life, and what you may call the supernatural. Some of us poets are not exactly poets. We live sometimes beyond the word.
The tale of a courageous queen is told once again by a group of thespians in Lagos. Her fame contributed to the victory of her tribe over their neighbors.
The tale of a strong, courageous hero is always inspiring. Add culture and females to the plot, then it becomes pleasantly refreshing, pulling the audience in with songs that tell the story of this royalty.
oh Moremi, oh Moremi, look around. Oh Moremi,
There's no need to hide. I know who you are.
indulge me.
You are the spirit of the bush tree.
Who told you my name?
It was revealed to me in a dream before this.
Indeed, you know who I am. Yet, you do not know who you are.
I know who I am.
Who are you?
I have told you so often that even the birds sing it.
Who are you?
I am a Moremi Ajasoro.
Queen Moremi the musical tells the story of Moremi Ajashoro, princess of the Yoruba race, whose bravery saved the people of Ile-Ife.
The child was named Oluorogo. Oluorogo, the pledge. A pledge with the sea. To be or not to be. Fate remains unquestionable.
When evil suddenly descends on the village, Moremi was forced to make a huge sacrifice despite her husband's objections.
No price is too much. No sacrifice is too great for the freedom of Ife. We fight for our very lives. Whatever it is, I or Moremi Ajasoro, I will pay it.
vow you make this day is sealed. The vow you make this day cannot be undone. The vow you make to the goddess, the ageless, the beautiful, Ife makes with her symphony.
Today, you die!
This shall not be a bargain. Refuse to offer me this sacrifice. And even
I have lost my home. I was with the enemies for years. I died, evil creatures. Everything I did for Olorogo and the kingdom. Me.
his journey is for the kingdom.
The fire inside of me burns with rage. Mojuba. It's time to turn the page.
It is time. Bring him to me.
Inspiration oozes from this story. Can that kind of courage be applied in today's world?
What has happened several centuries ago is still relevant today. If you look at even the political space, you hardly find women there. It's very rare for a typical woman to take the lead and be very successful because the society will, one way or the other, try to put them in a particular belief of who they are, and that's not true. So what we want to tell the story, and we'll keep telling the story, is particularly to work towards girl child, how life can be better for them, how they can have a sense of pride and sense of place in the society. And that's the story of Moremi.
It's important to tell our African stories and share those for generations to come.
The beauty of tradition, and we have a bit of culture also embedded in the images you sent in this week. And these are the works of art that made the cut for this week. Let's begin with Israel Simon's work titled Tradition. It's done with thread, sand and cowries. Then Euphoria is a charcoal on board work done by Babatunde Zaino. The Tribe is done by Princess with acrylic on canvas. Then Family Palaba is an oil on canvas work done by James Adebanjo. Son of the Soil is a biro on paper work of art done by Emmanuel Breman. Then this pencil on paper work called Ezioku is done by Pascal Ebuka. Then a break from the traditional themes with this one, which is a tribute to the basketball player Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna, who died recently, is done with watercolor by Olamide Olani. And those are the works of art you sent in this week. We do encourage you to keep them coming, and don't forget, put the relevance information beside that image. I'm also getting some poetry online. Just keep at it and not to worry. The world will see your creations really soon. And still to come on Art House, Phillips Nweke is showing us his recent images. Details in a moment. Join us again.